Okay, is it is visual?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
okay, okay. So I think I have seen you all cross section of highway on embankment. Here you also see this is carriageway, this is roadway. That means the distance between uh, one shoulder to another shoulder. This is roadway or width of formation. Between shoulder and road boundary, we provide road margins. So different kinds of road margin I have discussed, like bus bay, parking lane, cycle track, drive bay, lay by, frontage road. These all are provided after shoulder or in distance between road boundary or shoulder. So this is our road margin. This is our border control. That means the distance between boundary, road boundary to control line. So generally for construction part, our NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, acquire land up to road boundary. That means between road boundary from here to here, we construct or we expand our road from time to time. But also our NHAI is very smart. He buy land after road boundary. So between road boundary to building line, he also buy all the lands because he know if development is taking place, that means if future expansion of road each occur, then the price of land nearby road boundary becomes very high. So it's take more money by the customers or by the farmers which land is near road boundary. So our NHI is very smart. He prior to the construction of road or prior to the construction of road land, he buy all the lands near road boundary. Also he buy land up to control line, and after some time he buy land up to building line. After some time he also buy the land up to control line. So all the construction work or all the any other type of construction will permitted after control line, because if we travel or if you travel from railway, you also see this is your railway track, but you see many poles or many pillars are driven surrounding to the platform or surrounding to the railway track, far distance from the railway track. That means these all are lands of railway. In same manner our NHI also buy the lands, but many peoples buy their homes, their shops near road land. So if future expansion of road is happen, then they all broke or NHI engineers will broke their homes, will broke their shops, etc. So I think is it clear? So our main focus for construction part is up to control line. Up to control line, our future expansion of road is happen. That means after 20 year, 25 year, 30 year, we construct our road up to control line. So our NHI first buy land up to boundary line, and after boundary line he buy land up to building line, and he do not permit any type of construction, any type of any civil engineering activity up to control line. But certain temporary structures or temporary buildings they permit. You make your buildings or temporary structures between control line and building line. So is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So first point is roadway width is the top width of highway embankment. So roadway width is the top width of highway embankment. It is clear. Highway embankment. This is a cross section of highway embankment. So this is our roadway width, and this width is equal to the top width. This is our top width of highway embankment. Second point is also important, or or bottom width of highway cutting excluding the side runs. What do you mean by bottom? What do you mean by bottom width of highway cutting? I think is clear in this diagram. Is it is visible? Is it visual? This road?
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Here you see, I think you must move from these kinds of road, because between Chaivasa to Tata, different places you find this type of roads. Near you find many mountains or many uh, high rising structures, and between high rising structures your highway or your state highway or any other kinds of road will be passing. So this is a kind of highway of cutting. This is known as highway cutting, because this highway is made by cutting these mountains or these structures. So basically our IRC say roadway width is the top width of highway embankment or bottom width of highway cutting excluding the side drains. That means this is the bottom width of highway in case of what? In case of cutting. In case of cutting. So it is basically a kind of uh, cutting, highway cutting. So our IRC also say roadway width is the top width of highway embankment or bottom width of highway cutting excluding the side drains. Also, in consideration of highway embankment width, we do not include our side drains. We show side drains in both the sides, but we do not include our side drains as the roadway width, because roadway width is the width of pavement and width of carriageway or width of separator or width of shoulder. So I think is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is your cross section of highway on cutting. You see here, this is your mountain or any high rises structure. This is your mountain or high rises structure, and from here your highway is passing. From here your highway is passing. Next, width of roadway of various classes of road are as follows. These all things are given by our IRC, and these all value come from their own observation. So you must remember all these values from your side for better understanding of this topic or better understanding of this subject. First point is, just see here. First, they bifurcate this table into road classification and roadway width. First is plain and rolling terrain, and second one is mountainous and steep terrain. They also give same value for steep terrain, mountainous and steep terrain, steep double E P steep terrain. What do you mean by terrain? I think
सरफेस होता है सर.
surface or topography. Terrain means surface or terrain means topography. Okay. Technically terrain
Yes, sir.
is technically terrain is known as topography. So this is our steep terrain. This is our steep terrain. So our IRC say for national highway and state highway, in case of plain and rolling terrain, we provide roadway width. That means roadway width include width of pavement plus traffic separator plus shoulder. If traffic separator is there, is it fine? If not there, then we do not include it. So for NH and state highway for single lane it is 12 meter. For two lane it is 12 meter. For MDR major district lane single lane 9 meter. For two lane 9 meter. For ODR single lane 7.5 meter. For two lane it is 9 meter. For village road single lane 7.5 meter. In case of plain and rolling terrain, but in case of mountainous and steep terrain, for single lane it is provided 6.25, 8.8 for mountainous and steep terrain. In case of two lane for national highway and state highway, 4.75 in case of single lane for MDR roads, 4.75, and this is no value specified here. Dash means no value, no value specified by our IRC. Yet no value specified by our IRC. No value specified. No value specified. Okay, for ODR, for single lane, it also provide 4.75, but no value specified for two lane road. Village road, for single lane, it provides 4 meter. For village road, double lane is not provided by our IRC, or road is not classified by our IRC for village road as double lane, because, or two lane, because if two lane road is constructed in village, it automatically converted into other district roads. So here you see, for the district road, two lane is provided, also single lane is provided. And for different terrain, plain or rolling terrain, for mountainous and steep terrain, our IRC give their roadway width. So you must remember these things. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. This is our last. This is our last point of discussion about road land. Also, you have heard about these things, because I also draw these things in your cross section view of highway embankment. Road land, land width, and right of way all are same things. It is the distance between what, it is the area of land acquired for the road along its alignment, keeping in view its future extension. I already discussed these things. Mm, Road land is the area of land acquired for the road along its alignment, keeping in view its future expansion. Because if you see the diagram carefully, I draw here road boundary, and also in this side, all I draw road boundary. Here your width of pavement, here your shoulder, here you, your embankments is provided, here your side drains are provided, here also your shoulder is provided, here your embankment is provided, here your also side drains are provided. After side drains, we connect with our road boundary. Here we connect with our road boundary. So between, this is your shoulder. So this is your width of formation. This is your width of formation. This is your width of carriageway. This is your road land. So that means it is the summation of width of formation and road margin. So if we add width of formation with road margin from both sides, we get our road land or land width and right of way. So it is the area of land acquired for the road along its alignment, keeping in view its future expansion. I also discuss how future expansion will take place and who decide our future expansion. NHAI, National Highway Authority of India, decide our future expansion, keeping in view they acquire land up to what control line. Between control line, boundary line, they allow some temporary construction. So I think all things I discuss. Construction of a particular type of, also here you see, construction of particular type of building is only permitted with sufficient setback from the road boundary up to control line. Construction of particular type of building, and particular type of building is temporary in nature. So is only permitted with sufficient setback. Setback is a technical term which I discuss in horizontal alignment of highway. So if we move further, we discuss this term. Setback have own importance. So if time came or time permit, I discuss setback. So construction of a particular type of building is only permitted with sufficient setback from the road boundary up to control line. Width of land, width of land, that means land width or road land or right of way. This is broad in term, because it have width of carriageway, it have width of formation, and after including road margin both side, from width of formation we get total road land. So width of land for different roads in rural areas are as follows, which is also given by our IRC, and these values are much more important than the previous one. So you all must have learned or must remember this value from your side. Okay, so move forward. So width of land for different roads in rural areas are follow. Road classification: first one is expressway, second one is national highway, state highway, third one is major district road, fourth one is other district road, fifth one is village road. For plain and rolling terrain, for mountainous and steep terrain, mountainous and steep terrain, and steep, mountainous and steep terrain, steep terrain. For open area, we provide what? Width of land or road land as, we provide uh, width of land or road land as 19 meter, 45 meter, it's 25 meter, 15 meter, and 12 meter for village road. In case of plain and rolling terrain in open area, in built up area, open area is the place where no any construction is provided, or if we provide our road in nearby, no any development or no any construction work is permitted, or no any construction work is done. And also built up area is the area where many cities are available, and in between the city we we provide our different types of road. It may be expressway, it may be national highway, it may be state highway. So you must learn uh, these tables. Okay, so up to this, I think we complete our first cross section elements. So in first cross section elements for geometric design, which is cross section elements, the first elements of geometric design is cross section elements. In cross section elements I discuss everything. So, so Amit, Amit, I move towards next.
Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. Can you say what are the things I discuss in cross section element? Can you say what are the things I discuss in cross section elements? That means first highway elements is cross section elements. Many more
Yes,
things
sir.
I discuss in cross section elements. So please,
Sir,
okay, okay. So you repeat all things such that your all batchmates will also revise those things. So you start from
sir,
your side.
unevenness and
Okay,
drainage,
okay,
light reflection,
okay,
and friction.
okay. Next, you mute yourself. Deepa, you mute yourself. Deepa, Deepa, Dharini.
Yes, sir.
Can you say
Uh,
what are the things I discuss in cross section elements?
yes, sir.
Okay.
Uh, Next, sir, cross slope, yeah, camber, and
Okay.
camber are dependent in a three factors: rain,
Hmm.
types of pavement, and alignment.
Hmm.
And cambers are three types, sir:
Hmm.
mixed camber,
Hmm.
फिर stiff camber, or uh, parabolic camber.
Hmm.
Mm,
Okay.
the,
Next.
uh, Next, uh, type of concrete structure, pavement, sir, uska, have in heavy rainfall it is 2%, and light rainfall 1.7%.
Okay.
फिर thin bituminous surface 2.5%, and light rainfall it 2%, stiff, and waterborne macadam
Okay. Okay. Okay.
3%,
Okay.
and
Okay. 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 Dharni, mute from your side. Sandeep. Sandeep,
Yes, sir.
can you say what are the different things I discuss in cross section elements?
Yes, sir. क्रॉस सेक्शन एलिमेंट उसके बाद सर एक कर्व सर, उसके बाद शोल्डर सर,
ओके
उसके बाद सर विथ फॉर्मेशन ऑफ पेमेंट,
ओके
उसके बाद
how many
सर
how many type of curve I have discussed? How many curves, KERBS, how many curves I have discussed? Or what are the
yes
different types of category of curves I have discussed?
yes sir, three type of curves sir.
Okay.
So first
Can
curve is low and moderate curve sir.
okay.
उसके बाद सर एक सेमी बैरियर टाइप कर्व सर,
Okay.
एंड एक बैरियर टाइप कर्व सर.
Okay. 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 Good. Next. Shoulder. I discuss about shoulder.
Yes sir.
Okay.
Sir, shoulder is constructed just side to the pavement and parallel to the pavement sir.
Okay.
And sir,
Minimum
it is
minimum shoulder width provided by IRC is how much? Can you say
3%.
no? The minimum shoulder width provided by IRC is 2.5 meter. Can you say what are the value of cross slope we provide for shoulders? Minimum value or maximum value which will be given by our IRC for camber?
Sir, repeat again sir.
Okay. Can you say what are the minimum values of shoulder which will be given by our IRC? Minimum value for camber. Also, our IRC provide maximum value of camber for the case of shoulder. Rajiv
Sir,
Ranjan.
width,
Okay. Mute from your side. Rajiv Ranjan.
Yes,
Can
sir.
can you say what are the minimum value of cross slope provided in the case of shoulder? Our IRC gives certain minimum value for shoulder for cross slope and also give maximum value of cross slope for shoulder. Can you say what the
Sir,
maximum value and minimum value?
2%, sir,
2%.
2%, sir, minimum.
Okay. And maximum? Can anyone say what is the minimum value of shoulder which will be given by our IRC and maximum value of shoulder? Can anyone say?
Sir, 3,
Okay.
sir, 3%.
Okay. You are right. I think who says 3%?
Sir, Susila.
Okay, Susila, you are right. Minimum value of cross slope of shoulder is 3% and maximum value?
5%.
5%, sir.
Okay. And maximum value is 5%. Okay. Deepa, you are alive? Deepa?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I think everything is clear about cross section elements. So once again, I repeat from my side what I have discussed in cross section element. First, we start our second model, geometric design of highway. In geometric design of highway, I discussed in geometric design of highway, I deal all the dimension and layout of visual feature of highway. In geometric design of highway, we deals with with 5 elements. First one is cross section element, and on many more different elements. Second one is side distance, third one is horizontal, fourth one is vertical, and fifth one is intersection elements. These all elements are dependent upon different factors, and I also discuss many more factors. Then I start our first cross section element. First is highway cross section elements, and in that element we discuss about first point, pavement surface characteristic. In pavement surface characteristic, I discuss about friction, unevenness, and reflection characteristic. That means what are cascading, what are slipping, what are the factors which governs our friction. That means all things I discuss. Next one is unevenness, how we measure unevenness, what are equipment used for measurement of unevenness, how unevenness index relate with roughness index, which is internationally used. So I think this point I also discuss. Next is light reflecting characteristic. What are the light reflecting characteristic on which pavement surface we find light reflecting characteristic of which type, which pavement will glare during sunlight in night time or which in daytime, and also which pavement surface will glare during night time by vehicle's headlight. I also discussed these things. Next one, each cross slope or camber. I also discuss about camber. What are the uh, different types of camber? How we represent our cambers? How camber or cross slope depends on. Also, I discuss on which factors this camber or cross slope depends. Next, I discuss about what width of pavement or carriageway. What is width of pavement? What is width of carriageway? What is the standard vehicle we use? What is the width of passenger car? And also discuss about type of road and width of carriageway given by our IRC. Likewise, for single lane we provide 3.75. For two lane with rise curve we provide 7 meter, and many more things. For multi lane 3.5 meter per lane. Next, I discuss about median or traffic separator. What is median? What is traffic separator? What are the different functions of median and traffic separator? How many types of median or traffic separator we generally use on our pavement? So I think these all things I discuss, and different codal provision or different values which will be given by our IRC I also discuss in traffic separator or median. Next, I move towards curve, and in curve I also show the pictorial representation of curve and different categories of curve, where low curve provided, where semi barrier type curve provided, where barrier type curve provided, what are the heights of these types of curve, and also I discuss up to which height we provide the slope for this type of curve. And also I discuss where and on which speed we provide our these curves, and also I discuss on which curve we face difficulty for riding our vehicles. And also we discuss all the codal provisions which will be given by our IRC. Next, I move towards shoulder. So in shoulder, I think I discuss all the things. And last point of discussion is our road margin. In road margin, I discuss about various elements like guardrail, footpath, cycle track, parking lanes, bus bay, frontage road, embankment slope, everything I discuss. Also, I show pictorial representation of these various elements which will included in road margin. And also the points which I mentioned uh, is I think clear to everyone. And last point of discussion is our roadway width of formation, or road length, or land width, and width of pavement. And also I discuss what and also I discuss the provisions or the table which will be given by our IRC for different road classification, for different type of terrain, just like plain terrain, rolling terrain, mountainous terrain, and steep terrain. So up to this point, your all aspects of cross section element will be discussed from my side. If you face any problem, please say to me. Otherwise, I move towards next elements of geometric design. Not cross section elements, because cross section elements is over. I move towards next element, which is side distance element. So is anyone have any problem?
सर
Okay. Say.
लेन और वे, इसमें डिफरेंस हमको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है सर। जैसे 2 लेन 1 वे, 2 लेन 2 वे होता है ना,
हाँ.
तो इसका मतलब नहीं समझ में आ रहा सर। कैसे रोड को 2 लेन 2 वे बोलेंगे, 1 वे
Okay.
बोलेंगे, ये सब।
Okay. Here you see this is one lane, this is another lane, this is another lane. Okay. Here you see this is one lane, this is another lane, this is another lane, this is another lane. Here you see this is one lane and this is another lane. Just see here. Here you see this is one lane because in one way traffic is moving. That means here is my vehicle. and this way our traffic is moving. Also, if I consider a vehicle which is very big, this is my car and this is bus which is moving in this way. So if I discuss when I discuss about width of pavement, I discuss about lane width. So here you see I have two lane, one lane is this and another lane is this, and here you see the traffic move in two direction. This is one direction in which traffic is moved, and also in this direction traffic
That
is
purple color is not visible clearly.
okay. I use another color from next time, don't worry. Is it visual?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay. This is one bay or one lane. This is another lane. Bay or lane both are similar. So you say this is lane. This is one lane. This is another lane. So our IRC also give the width for lanes. So here you see two lane. So width of one lane is 3.5 meter and also width of another lane is 3.5 meter. Here you see you have two lane. So you see or you say two lane, and also here you see the traffic move in two directions. So here you say two lane, two bay traffic. Two lane, two bay traffic. Okay, next. This is one lane. This is another lane. This is another lane. Clearly here you see you have three lanes. One lane, two lane, and three lane. So for three lane, our IRC gives another value because our IRC discuss about intermediate lane, and intermediate lane came in the case of three lane. So if we construct three lane, then our IRC say you give your intermediate lane, that means this lane is intermediate of this and also this lane is intermediate of this. So the middle lane width is given as 5.5 meter width by our IRC. So this is 5.5 meter and this is 3.5 meter and this is 3.5 meter and this is 3.5 meter. And if movement of traffic permitted is in this direction, also in this direction, also in this direction. So here you see three lane, one bay. You say here three lane, one bay. If traffic move, another case, if traffic move in this direction, not in this direction, if here from this side traffic move in this direction, if traffic moves in this direction, you say three lane and two bay, because this in this two lane the traffic moves in one way, and for this single lane our traffic move in this way. But this is three lane, you see here this is three lane. So here we see, or here we say three lane, two bay. Also in this case, if traffic moving in this direction, another two traffic moves in or two vehicle moves in this direction, here all lane we give width as 3.5 meter, 3.5 meter, 3.5 meter, because this is a case of multi lane. 3.5 meter, and here we see, or say 4 lane 2 bay, because traffic moves in 2 direction. Here we do not say 4 lane 4 way, because 4 way do not have any sense. 4 way means this way, this way, this way, this way. This is the meaning of 4 way, this way. If we construct 6 lane, then can we say 6 way? Not. For 6 way also I say 1 way or 2 way. Okay, is it clear?
यस सर, मतलब
Okay.
कि सर वे वैन के डायरेक्शन से डिसाइड करेंगे ना?
Yes, yes, yes.
यस सर.
Okay.
Sir,
Yes.
I have one question.
Okay.
Sir, three-way traffic in three-way traffic, in two-way and middle में mixed traffic रहेगा तो sir क्या करेंगे?
What you say in this lane, if another traffic is moving,
Yes, sir.
okay.
Yes, sir.
Can,
Mixed traffic रहेगा तो उस situation में
okay,
क्या
okay, okay,
बोलेंगे?
okay, okay. Can you imagine our minimum distance given by IRC for vehicle, and also he consider minimum distance for geometric design, or minimum distance or minimum width which a vehicle will carry is 3 meter. So in between 5.5 meter, in between 5.5 meter, how you travel with 6 meter, because one vehicle will move with 3 meters, because its width, its original width is 2.5 meter, but we provide some clearance of 0.5 meter and 0.5 meter. So minimum width a vehicle required, standard vehicle required, which is our passenger car, is 3.5 meter, and here you see the space is 5.5 meter. So how in between 5.5 meter you travel with 7 meter? Because if you travel with 7 meter, then more vehicles will collide with each other, and we do not provide such type of space, because this is another type of lane. So we cannot move with mixed traffic in 5.5 meter. Okay, so we separate out another lane, and in another lane we provide another way traffic. Okay, so if you have, Dharni, can you think, if you have 3.3 meter lane and you travel with 7 meter, can you travel with 7 meter if you have 3.5 meter space? No.
No.
Okay, okay. So I think everything is clear. Don't worry. In traffic engineering, I discuss these things in details. Okay.
That's
यस सर.
Okay, okay. So our next point of discussion is side distance elements. So in next class, I continue from this point. So if you have any problem up to this, you discuss with me, because we have only 1 minute left. Any problem? Rajiv, Rohit, Sandeep, Marcel, Kisku, Jamshed?
No, sir.
Okay, okay.
No, sir.
Okay, okay.
Sir, sir, if a lane a lane is more than one, then separators is provided everywhere or only single, sir?
Only single. If we have not we have much land or much